She is gonna be the behemoth of this panel. And it's so funny because imagine with her name, bro. It's damn near spelled, but he that's so fucking crazy. But anyway, bro, this listening to how she talk, I can already tell what her mindset is, and I'm already knowing that ring finger, that motherfucker collecting dust. Let's go ahead get into it. So when she said, "Oh, I'm different," no, you're not. No, you're not. I don't know who told you that, but they don't like you very much.
The average woman does not own a garage full of power tools. The average woman just doesn't do, like, I like getting dirty and doing what I do.
She wants to be patted on the back for her accolades as if she had a dick between her legs. Basically, she wants the credibility of a man whilst also still living and being the embodiment of a woman. Pretty much, she still wants to be a living embodiment of a woman. Embodiment. There you go. She wants to be that. Have all of the say so and authority of a man while still having a man while also still being the man. If that makes sense. What's happening, my peeps? Hope everybody having a blessed day today. I know I am. You dig, man? Come on up in here, man. Let's go ahead and get this show started. You feel me? Today we reacting to the Peep Network. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of them, but I have heard of them. However, I ain't never watched their content before. Ain't never been to their channel before. They have 101,000 views. Looks like this Ask a Brother podcast. Recently I have been seeing him trending a little bit, so I want to see what this brother talking about, see if he got some sense to him, see if he pee for real. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get into it, man. But how was y'all day today, real quick though, man? Like today was a very productive day for me. I worked a full day and I'm also doing this as well. And this is after working a full shift, moving around all day long. Then on top of that, I had to eat in between. But let's just keep it clean and cut. I worked all day, then I went to the gym, just took a shower. Now I'm reacting to these videos. It is currently about 2 a.m. in the morning. By the time I get done doing everything, you know what I'm saying, editing, boom, 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 uploading everything, uploading the, you know what I'm saying, the thumbnail, so I create it. Man, it's probably gonna be about 2:30, 3 a.m. Then I gotta be right back up about 7, 8, maybe even 6 to get back to the money. You did. This is what it takes, man. Like I'm tired as hell, but hey, bro, let's go ahead and get it cracking. Let's not wait no further.
I did want to address something you said earlier about equality. And um, my position is we're more alike than we are different.
Okay.
Now, um, biologically, our bodies are definitely different. Socially, we're basically the same. Now, I understand what you were saying. I completely agree with all of that. When you put it like that, I was like, okay, yeah, for sure. But I think a lot of women are asking just for equity, not necessarily equality. Like, we don't necessarily want to be equal to you, but we definitely want the environment to be equitable. We want to be able to have the same opportunities to just function the way we function. Um,
Can you
I'm
give me
much
an
different.
example, just so I know, so I'm on the same page with you? Can you give me an example?
So I'm much different than the average woman.
Let me just stop her right there because I'm already knowing she is gonna be the behemoth of this panel. And it's so funny because imagine with her name, bro. It's damn near spelled, but he that's so fucking crazy. But anyway, bro, just listening to how she talk, I can already tell what her mindset is, and I'm already knowing that ring finger, that motherfucker collecting dust. Let's go ahead and get into it. So when she said, "Oh, I'm different," no, you're not. No, you're not. I don't know who told you that, but they don't like you very much.
The average woman does not own a garage full of power tools. The average woman just doesn't do, like, I like getting dirty and doing what I do. Um, And I know that I can't
Average
do the
lonely woman
same.
does.
Say what?
The average lonely woman has a garage full of power tools. Trust me.
No, they don't. No, they don't,
Bullshit.
Darwin.
They gotta get down
No,
there
they
and fix
don't.
that shit themselves.
No, they
They do have some tools. Some of them do have tools. I'm not gonna lie. Even though a lot of them ain't fixing shit, they might just be screwing in. They might just be screwing the regular screw that came out of a chair, or screwing in their TV stands because they moving some shit. They're not, we know they're not. We're not. They're not out here taking apart engines and putting them all back together. Like, let's just keep it a being. Like, she's capping. She's capping right now.
don't, because my friends call me to do all of their work. They do not do that. The average woman does not have a garage full. The average single woman does not have a garage full of power tools. They have a Rolodex full of people that they can call to do the work that they need done.
I'm just
And
messing
they
with
pay those people for sure. But and I know that I am not able to do the things the way a man can do it because we are different. But the opportunity to show up and have the opportunity to do the things that I do want to do and like to do and I am able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like in my relationship, I don't want to be looked at differently as if I'm masculine just because I'm building a greenhouse in my backyard. A lot of men are put off by that, right? Like, I want to be seen just as a person who has a lot of talents. Like, I'm talented, right? And be looked at differently because of that. Because a lot of men have a very rigid view of what a woman is supposed to be. So when I take out my power tools and I'm taking raw materials and I make it something, I don't want a man to be like, I don't want a woman to do all that. There's real manly right there. And I'm like, but I got I got booty shorts and a sports bra. I'm cute doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very feminine. I just do what I do. And I think we're just asking for equity and just to be seen as people, just like y'all like to be seen as people and not these dainty, feminine, like helpless creatures.
All right. Thank you for that. I have 2 or 3 points I think that could be very helpful with this. Number one, you end up.
Number one, I just want to say I like the way this brother conducts himself and the way he's already starting out speaking. He already sounds very intelligent, and this is somebody that I would definitely surround myself with if I was to meet him in person. And he was in my city, definitely. I love brothers like this. I need to see more of us like this, and I love the fact that he looks very professional, well dressed, well groomed. But let me go ahead and let him cook, man, because I think this brother about to cook. Let's ask our brother.
Oh, you and Jasmine, are y'all outside of you two being equal in terms of being human beings, like in terms of value? Are you two equal? No, right? So if you're not equal with another woman, then you're not equal with another man. And I'm not equal with Darwin outside of the fact that our equality starts.
That shit gonna go over their noggin. That shit go in there. That shit already went in one ear, out the other, bro. I can tell. Like, look. She lost. Look at her. Look at her face. She lost. She lost. She trying to she trying to hang on, but I can tell they both in the same boat. She may have a better chance than she do, but only Lord knows. I don't even know what the hell she doing, and she maybe she a little shy. Who cares? But let's let this man cook. He the listen. He carrying this panel. I'm already can tell he gonna be the main character of this motherfucking story. Let's just keep it on.
And stops, believe it or not, with our humanity. All other distinctions, our gender, our age, our experience, our skill set, there's reasons for why one person will get the job, another person will get the job. In 2025, there is nothing that you can't do in terms of employment, right? Even in terms of intense fields, physical labor fields, they'll lower the standards now for women so that they can do it. So if you want to be a firefighter, you don't have to have the same standard that a male firefighter has to do. If you want to be in the military, you're.
By the way, that's not equality at all, bro. Like, that's just an scapegoat. So DEI, Diversity, equity, inclusion pretty much allows people who don't have any type of experience in certain fields, and a lot of times it'd be high level fields, and they get to get in just because of what's between their legs. The shit is crazy, bro. So basically, you get to have the same outcomes and the same paycheck that I get, and you don't even have to put out the same amount of work ethic or even have the same background or credentials and hardships that came with the job that I had to go through. So you get to just walk through the door and I had to beat down the door. There's nothing fair about that shit at all. But let's roll the clip. They know it's not fair. Like she said, she don't care. They don't, like she said earlier, she really exposed the whole thing. Like they don't care about equality for real. They care about equity. They want more value for less effort, pretty much. That shit is ridiculous.
Your mile won't be the mile of your male counterpart. You want to be a police officer, you name it. Field after field after field. By default, because you're in America, as a woman, you can already go and do that. The issue for all women, and I'll say this specifically to Black women, is yes, you're right. You probably had experiences where there were some men that were turned off because you had a certain type of job. A lot of men, I can't speak for your personal experience, but a lot of men are not actually turned off by the job or even the type of job. They're turned off.
I know what he's gonna say. They're turned off by the traits and the characteristics that come with that job, that come with what you do in your profession. It requires a different person, it requires a different mindset, almost mimicking a man to a degree, but you still got on high heels, you still got titties, you still got ass. That's about it. When you come home, leave that masculine man at fucking work when you clocked out. When you come home, oh baby, you know, do you want me to rub your back, rub your feet, this and the third, da 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 da. Yeah, I need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come in here and let me rub on that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, like you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. We don't want you to come home trying to bark orders and shit. Like we been at work all day too. I don't expect you to carry the whole load and no shit like that. But bro, when you come home, I want you to come home as my woman. Don't come home as that nigga. You come home as a nigga, you getting put out straight up. Yeah, did. We ain't doing none of that shit. P shit for real. That shit over with.
By the traits that are often associated with those women. The behavioral traits
Explain.
that sometimes comes with women that has very demanding schedules, demanding jobs, demanding fields, is that they're highly disagreeable, that they are a little rough around the edges. They assume because I look good that I'm still feminine. Because I get my nails done, I'm still feminine. Because my hair and I got my makeup on, I still let a man lead. Well, I always look at it through the lens, does your outcomes reflect the thing that you're saying that you're doing? Oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But I'm saying, but if all the men, your outcomes would typically be different. If I'll say it this way, because you kind of mentioned something in terms of you want to be perceived a certain way.
He's taking a little too long to get there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking say it. Basically, if every man, every person says the same exact shit about you in particular, who's the culprit? Who's the common denominator? Who is the problem in each and every setting? If everybody says, hey, you know, if you did this or did that, this is the outcome you would get. You would get more positive results. If everybody's telling me that, right? Say I'm the black sheep in the family, or you know, you gotta be the black sheep. Let me not even say that. Let's just say you go to 3 or 4 different family members' homes, right? They all say the same thing, like, boy, you smell like weed, right? Let's just say you smell like weed, right? And maybe you didn't even smoke. Maybe you don't even remember passing somebody who was smoking weed or whatever because it was just a quick interaction. You walked past them, but you were in the aroma in that same atmosphere as that weed smoke, and it's still on you. You know what I'm saying? It's on your clothes. I got hair. As you know, smoke, shit like that, that shit can it can get caught up in your hair. Your hair will hold that shit sometimes for like months, right? The actual essence of the weed. It may not smell, but you'll have it in there if you get DNA tested. But anyway, let's not go too far off, right? So basically, if everybody's telling me I smell like weed and I ain't smoked weed in over 5 years, then I must smell like fucking weed. So I need to go recheck my hygiene, wash my hands real good, scrub my underneath my nails real good, you know what I'm saying, spray a little bit or even hop in a shower, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then get that shit off me because all these people are not gonna just be telling me the same shit and it's not fucking true. So if everybody's telling you the same thing but he must, then it must be true. You must be unruly. You may look or think you appear and look feminine, but that don't mean you feminine. I could talk to you and then I can tell the way you respond to me, the way your energy is, the way, you know what I'm saying, you react to certain shit, your mannerisms. That's going to tell me everything I need to know about you. And it's going to let me know if I want to move forward with you, if I want to just say goodbye. You see what I'm saying? Hit you with the motherfucker. I'm cool off you. You dig? Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
From men, right? You want them to still see you as soft, as still feminine, or yeah, in essence, right? And that you don't want what you do to impact how people see you. If we flip it, and this is where I think both sexes can get a better understanding of this stuff. When you all question what it is about men being turned on and turned off about stuff, what's your icks? What's your things that makes it known? I can't do this guy. I absolutely can't take him seriously. I'm not going to return his phone call. That's not my type.
He's too fucking short. His penis is too small. He don't make enough money. He's not funny enough. Make me laugh. He didn't take me out on a dinner date. I wanted to go eat. He wanted to do this instead. Fucking children, bro. No like emotional discipline, no type of structure, but you're supposed to be mature, more mature than me because your titties are bigger than my head. Fam, stop it. Y'all niggas is wild.
Whatever that list of things is that attracts you or turns you away, we have our own version of that. And again, no one has to teach us that.
Well, but my point is that there is a very rigid view of what a woman is. And so I get icks. I promise I do. And I'm not, again, I don't invalidate experiences. It's
Okay.
cool. Like how you feel, how you experience things. I'm never going to invalidate that. But there is a very rigid view. Like you have to meet these certain points to be this feminine woman to men. And for me, and the other women can agree or disagree, but for me, the ick normally is that rigidity and all of the things that come with it. The rigid masculinity, the rigid like gender roles.
Why is it rigid?
I don't like because it can never be anything else but what you all see it as, right? Like you're not allowing people to just be people. Like women are not these bullet point things. You cannot list what a feminine woman is because it looks different.
We live
And
in a
it
society.
should look different just like men in their masculinity can look different.
We
Bo, I
allow
have a
you
question.
to.
Different how? What the hell are you talking about? I am so confused right now. There isn't a set structural dynamic of what a woman and a man and a child is supposed to be, do, and behave. What the bro? People hop on this shit on this internet and say anything, bro. Like, fam, this me looking at her face is really fucking starting to piss me off because bro? What are you talking about? Sometimes I think people just be just yapping their gaps, bro, and don't know what the hell they talking about, bro. They just be talking just to hear themselves talk, bro, and just to be on a podcast, bro, just for some clout, bro. But making yourself look ignorant as hell, like, man, hell no.
Sorry, Darren. Bro, I have a question for you. And I hope that this question will illustrate the direction I'm going in.
Okay.
Who do you think has more prerequisites or standards in order for them to be satisfied and interested in order to date the opposite sex? Who got the higher? Who has the much longer list of expectations that the opposite sex has to meet in terms of requirements.
Okay, if we're talking about in
She playing. You, motherfucker. If it take you that long to think, it's definitely you. Like, fam, come on, please hurry up and let somebody else talk. Why is she the only one talking? Get this behemoth out of my fucking face, please.
society,
Damn.
then I guess it has to be women.
You
Okay.
guess.
So of the few things, so hold on just 1 second. So just to clarify, there's actually very few things that men are actually looking for and to satisfy. And I think our standards have had to go down every decade in order for us to be able to still find a suitable partner.
Not mine.
So what I'm suggesting is rather than trying to demonize women with their lengthy list of prerequisites. So for instance, if you don't want to if you feel like you don't want men to be so rigid with their viewpoints, I'm not going to shame women that want a man that's taller than them. I'm never going to shame women that want a man that's not weaker than them. I'm never going to shame women that don't want to be with men that they don't feel safe with and that he feel like that he can't protect them. So rather than being like, well, you just need to change that. No, that's what you can't go through 10,000 years of evolutionary biology and know that who you are and how you've been shaped to be. There's actually certain natural inclinations of what no one had to teach you that you may have felt safer with a man that you weren't looking down on.
Mm.
That's just a hardwired in you. So remember what I mentioned about that blank slate theory thing? A blank slate theorist will have issues with the opposite sex's stances of what they're attracted to that they feel they're not measuring up to. So when you hear these men that's going off and complaining about women this and women that, evolutionary biology is learning about, in order for you to not be a genetic dead end as a man, you have to adapt to what women want. You don't get to dictate what it is that women are attracted to or what they want. What they want is what they want, and they're not going to settle. So if we're going to hold women to that standard, then we have to hold men to especially men who have the choice and option as well. The man that you want has standards just like you do. And just like many of the key core things that you either like or don't like or turn-ons and turn-offs, you get to arbitrarily decide which one of those you want to honor or set aside. So
And we can do the fucking same. And we not choosing you. And that's the reason why you mad. And you sitting there, you see your lips and shit, bro, poked out and shit. Like, man,
to the T. Now, for you, a guy may look at you and initially think a certain thing. Oh, she's going to be rough around the edges. She's doing all this hard manual labor. But what happens to the guy who has that image in his head and then he talks to you and he gets the total opposite experience? Suddenly your job and field and craft of what you do for a living doesn't matter to him anymore, because experientially, that whatever's happening outside that home, when you walk through that door, he doesn't feel it. Guys don't care. Guys ain't, when women are like, if I went to school or I made all of this money, I didn't go to school to make 80,000, 100,000, 125,000 to date a guy that's making 40. We're never going to shame her into accepting a guy that's making $40,000. It's not going to happen. She put herself in a position that that's what it is that she desires. And either she's the type of woman that can garner and get that type of man, or she doesn't. If he's the type of man that's saying, I want a woman that's feminine, soft, respects my leadership, displays submissiveness at times, and works well with me and is on my program, are you the type of guy that can get that out of women, regardless of what she does for a living? Every guy doesn't qualify for the type of woman that he wants. And guess what? Every single woman doesn't qualify for the type of man that she thinks she wants.
Right.
We have to learn how to adjust to the sex we're saying we want. What we're doing as in dating community.
listen, bro. Men adapt, women branch off. It's as simple as that. That's exactly why you have to always be forever evolving. It has to be a perpetual thing, because if you are not forever, what do they say? renewing the mind. It was some type of quote that I love, bro, by I think it came out of the Bible. It's just basically you're always feeding your mind new information. You're renewing the mind, and it in turns, renews self pretty much. You evolve. This is pretty much why we're here. And I see more so men who are willing to accept constructive criticism before I see a woman. Women are more so going to frown at it because they're forced to look at themselves in the mirror and reflect and become a better person. They know that takes work and dedication, just like their man had to do to qualify for you to even find him attractive, for him to even show up on your radar as an attractive man. He had to do all this work. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, maybe he hasn't gotten too far, but maybe he got the basics down, like skin decent, body in decent shape. He's starting to work out. Money is all right. It's a little tight, but he got the work ethic to get it together. So if he just stay consistent for the next year and a half, 2 years, his life can be completely different. Then he level all the way up. And if you was to stay there for the ride, you're gonna be the beneficiary of his greatness. It's like Anton Daniels always used to say, bro, and I love that. By you sticking by me, by the time I blow up and the time I rise to the occasion and become successful and become, the man I'm supposed to be and I'm ordained to be, I'm gonna look back and reach back. As soon as I touch that bag and I get me right, I'm getting everybody who came behind me right, who supported me without me having to bat an eye or ask or look around like, oh, where'd this person go? That'll be you. That could be you, the woman or women, whichever, whatever you like, monogamy, polygamy, bro, it don't matter. You did. Just keep evolving, bro, and they gonna flock to you. Birds of the same feather flock together. You want a higher caliber woman? Get your finances and your mindset right. Finances aren't everything, but it helps. It helps a lot.
Communication. This is a great to me. I think this is a really cool analogy. Imagine going to for a job interview. You get there, you sit down, you're late, you're in your pajamas, and you slide over your resume, and it's a whole bunch of irrelevant stuff that has nothing to do with the job position that you want. And as the person's trying to ask you questions, you're talking about how much you want to make and what your hours is going to be, and they're saying, "Well, this is what our salary is, and this is the prerequisites of what we're looking for in experience, and this is what we'd be willing to pay you, and this will be the schedule." And you say, "Yeah, I don't like any of this. I want way more money. You saying 5 days, I'll do 2 days. One of those days is gonna be virtual. You just making up your own rules. What's the likelihood of you getting filling that job position? And you getting picked? Less than slim to none. Men have each man, if there's different types of men, there's usually general attraction triggers of what most men want. And the men that are of demand, their standards are even higher.
Mm.
So I'll give you an example on my end. When I was younger and I was chasing after and thirsty and trying to, shoot my shot, and I'm sending flowers and doing all this stuff. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. I said, man, this is a hell of a lot of effort. By the time I got to 30, things were a little bit different. And when I was on a dating app, I was a BLK Black. I had flew to Atlanta for 2-hour layover, and then I flew to Chicago and landed. When I flew to Atlanta, 2 hours, turned my phone on real quick, turned it back off, didn't check the app, got to Chicago. The 2 hours I was in Atlanta to the half hours I was in Chicago till I got in my cousin's car when she picked me up from the airport, it was 72 to 74 women that had matched with me or initiated contact with me.
You tend to do that. Go ahead, Brotha.
So to transform and not
Sorry about that, guys. I had a little couple of technical difficulties, but let's go ahead and continue the clip. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
in the dating market. So the problem is all other women. No, the market's the market. I need to adjust to the women. So if you are a woman by default, you have value in terms of beauty. Ain't nobody on the panel ugly. So if you're a woman and you're single and you're 30 or up, the issue is you probably need to adjust to the caliber of man that you say that you want, if you even know where to find him.
You seen her face? She not gonna change. She's gonna stay the same, and she gonna get bust down. And it's probably gonna be you who do it. Y'all probably like, man, I wouldn't do that. Man, if you see her in person and you horny, you probably gonna do it with your little thirsty. Yeah, you see. Cause just because a woman don't qualify for a relationship don't mean she can't get beat down. And you know this woman getting beat down. Bro, you know what? You know what I laugh at when I heard people say this shit? I'm celibate. Oh yeah, okay.
Damn.
In the Black community, I'm in a social club in Philly, working professionals, lawyers, doctors, you name it, right? The women who go to those facilities, to those spaces, have an unusual monopoly on a higher these are dudes that do golf, these are dudes that own yachts, right? All the women who don't know about the social clubs, all the women that don't go to the cigar lounges, they have no idea that there's a whole nother bracket of pool of men that they're not even having access to.
And we gonna stop the clip right there. Nothing more to be said. That whole 20-minute clip was a fucking banger. Nigga, he went off. I'm gonna have to see what's up with bro, cause you cooking like this, my boy. We might have to, we might have to get to something. Man, that is crazy. He cooking these feasts, but anyway, bro. High frequency conversations, Tino, man. We logging out. By the way, man, I've been seeing the viewership. I love what I'm seeing. Looks like my retention rate is going up steadily, and I love that. Guys, please smash that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hell, hit a dislike. But remember what I said, the caveat, if you hit the dislike button, tell me what you disliked about the video and what I can do to improve the quality of the content. Don't just dislike the shit and don't tell me what to improve. I want to improve for you for the next video, doofus. Okay? If you do like the video and you do watch the full video, drop a like. You can always dislike the video. I mean, you can always unlike the video later and it's out of your liked videos. I know me, I like to categorize and clean my YouTube out and just be organized, bro. Because sometimes it gets a little cluttered, man. I'm just saving this, saving that, saving that. Watch later, watch later, watch later. Put this in a playlist, put this in a playlist. All over the place, right? When you come watch the video, you like the content, you like the reactions, you like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you like the video. It's fucking free. I'm not asking you to do anything else. And I'm not going to emphasize it too much. You know what I'm saying? But be more active, be proactive with me. You know what I'm saying? Like hop in and say what's up. I like to engage with people. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this, bro, because I'm here to help y'all out. I'm not here to be a detriment to you. You understand what I'm saying? But going forward though, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am going to start dropping some gems as far as credit gems, tips, tricks, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So small shit for the freezy. And you know, just making awareness for that since we are in America, credit is a big deal. I do have a credit repair company, and I'm also a credit repair specialist. So that's kind of what I do, here and there on the side. Well, I can't even really say on the side because it's something I work on all the time. As well as with this, it's just my schedule was hella hectic. But anyway, though, bro, y'all have a good night, man. We out of here.